So if you're a content creator, if you are an agency owner, if you are a coach, you know that YouTube content is actually non-negotiable. So you might spend a lot of time creating reels and getting followers on Instagram, but there's something missing. It feels like no matter how much content you push, you cannot really gain people's trust. And it feels like you're kind of swimming upstream. And the reason why that happens is because people who go on Instagram, they don't get there with the intention of learning something new. They go there with the intention of consuming some brain rot, right? They want to waste time, they want to laugh, they want to doom scroll, they want to see big booty Latinas, right? They don't want to get there to solve a painful problem. Sure, if they find you and they find your content and, you know, you manage to elicit some emotion in them, you might get them as a follower and then indoctrinate them, reach out to them, etc., etc. But IG or LinkedIn or TikTok, they are not really platforms that you can use to nurture and educate your buyer. And the second reason why IG and all these other platforms are second-class citizens compared with YouTube is because most of them, they're not search apps. If you search on Instagram how to talk to girls, you'll find these 5 accounts which are probably full of AI slop, and you cannot really find the video that's going to help you with your problem, okay? But if you go on YouTube and if you search for the same thing, you'll find hundreds of videos that are similar to this keyword from hundreds and hundreds of content creators, okay? So this is one of the biggest reasons why you shouldn't use any other platform but YouTube to nurture your potential customers. Now, let's look into why YouTube is a sales machine, because YouTube truly is a sales machine. It made me 7 figures and I've tried everything. I've tried ads. I spent $50,000 to $75,000 on ads and agencies and whatnot. I spent money on YouTube ads, on Meta ads, you name it. I spent money on a copywriter that was sending daily emails to my list. Nothing really worked like YouTube, okay? And the reason why YouTube works so well is because, first of all, the mindset of a person that goes on YouTube is totally different than on any other platform. The mindset of someone that goes on YouTube is, I want to find a video to help me solve my problem, okay? People want to watch a 30-minute video. And because of this mindset, we have quality and intent, which is why the YouTube traffic is superior to any other platform that we have available right now. Now, what's really great about YouTube is that we have this thing, attention and compounding attention. So on Instagram, you just see a reel from someone, you might like it, and that's it. You rely on the algorithm to maybe get another video from the same person or from the same topic. And maybe if you're lucky, it's gonna happen. On YouTube, when someone watches a video of yours, they are very likely to watch another video, okay? And then YouTube is gonna start recommending your videos on their homepage, on the suggested, so on the side. And because of that, people will watch another video. They will end up subscribing, and then YouTube is going to recommend them more videos, and they'll watch more videos and more videos and more videos until they get to consume 7 hours of your content. Okay, when this number is fulfilled, that's when people are ready to buy from you. If you've never experienced the power of YouTube, you cannot really understand it. Imagine making sales from YouTube versus making sales from Instagram or cold outreach or ads. The difference is like stealing candies from a 3-year-old. It was so hard for me to close deals when people came from ads. I had to do objection handling over objection handling over objection handling. My close rate, or my sales guy's close rate, was like 5%. You could say skill issue and whatever, but the close rate from YouTube was 45%. And 30% of the people that came through YouTube actually beefed, so they paid in full. I mean, would you rather swim upstream or would you rather have everything handed over to you? Now, another reason why YouTube is so amazing is because your content gets pushed on for years. So you might make a video now and nothing might happen with it for the next 6 months. But in 3 years from now, that video might explode and might bring you a shit ton of leads out of nowhere. Or a video that is performing really well for you right now is going to perform as well in 3 to 5 years from now. On Instagram, you know that if you post a video today, by next week, that video is gonna be gone. Nobody's gonna watch it. Nobody's gonna scroll down to find that video, or the Instagram algorithm is not gonna push that video. That video has a shelf life of a week. maximum. Now, if you want to maximize your gains on YouTube, you need to create three things, okay? First of all, you have to have something that I call nurture assets. So guides, roadmaps, playbooks, assets that you can use to show that you have the expertise. You need to show people how to get from point A to point B. And what's really important is to not give away all the information for free. This is like a big mistake that a bunch of coaches are making. They're giving away all the implementable steps. And if you do that, you will satisfy the curiosity of your viewer, and they will not want to book a call with you, and they will not want to buy from you. You need to elicit curiosity, because this curiosity is like the biggest force in human nature. When you make someone curious, the only way for them to close that loop, because you're opening a loop. It's like whenever you're watching a cliffhanger from a TV series, right? You're watching one episode and they will tell you what's going to happen in the next episode. And because of that, you want to watch the next episode. Your brain opens these loops, and the job of your content is to open these loops in your prospect's mind. And the only way for them to close those loops is if they book a call with you or if they buy your product. So you do that through guides, roadmaps, playbooks, as I mentioned. That's one part of the game. Then the next part is to create trust assets. So you need to show people how you've done it. You need to talk about your story, how you have accomplished certain things, and through case studies. You need to show how your clients achieved the results. And ideally, you'll have like 40-minute in-depth interviews with your clients that your viewers can watch, binge, and start to see themselves in your clients. Because when they can start to picture themselves, and when you ask the right questions in the interview, your viewers will say, oh shit, I'm exactly like this person. They have exactly the same background as me. Then fuck, I need to buy from this guy, because you, my friend, have the answers to your viewers' problems. Another really important part of making it big on YouTube is to create a cult. This is actually massive, and you can only do this on YouTube. Why you can only do this on YouTube? Because you have the ability to create long form content. You can speak for hours, you can go live, you can really infiltrate and penetrate someone's mind because you have so much time available to do it. In an Instagram reel, you are rushed. You have to say everything perfect. You have to engineer your hooks, your body, it's fucking bullshit. It's very artificial. But on YouTube, everything is organic, okay? And because of that, you can create a cult. Now, if you want to create a cult, I would recommend you to create a cult, because that's the best way to sell it on YouTube. You need to have a mission. There needs to be a reason for you to exist. You cannot just exist for the sake of making money. You need to have a deeper purpose. If you're a dating coach, your mission should be, I don't want to see a single man suffering again. If you are an Airbnb coach, your mission should be to get as many people out of a 9-to-5 and get them to invest into real estate so they can experience real freedom. For me, my mission was to get people into high-paying jobs, because I hated being a barista. I used to be a barista for 3 to 4 years. I don't even remember at this point. And I fucking hated that job. And I wanted to be able to work remotely. I wanted to be able to travel the world. I wanted to be able to have a skill that allows me to do all that. And I found programming. I became a programmer, and then I started teaching people programming, and I had that mission. And also, if you want to create a cult, you need to understand that you are not just a YouTuber. You're not a content creator. You are a leader, because a leader will get followers, and your followers will become your buyers. And then when they become your buyers, then they will become your biggest fans, and they will talk about you everywhere. They will promote you for free. It's amazing. YouTube was the machine that got me from a 9-to-5 to having ultimate freedom, bought my dream car, and gave me so many options. And the only thing that I regret when it comes to YouTube is that I didn't started it earlier. In 2019, when I started my business, I was creating content on Facebook. I was doing cold outreach, and it took me 2 years until I was good enough to start creating content on YouTube. If I would have started in 2019, when I started my business as well, I would have been in a totally different position. Okay, so you need to get on YouTube. If you're a coach, if you're a consultant, if you have an agency, you need to get on YouTube ASAP, and you need to start creating content, because you are only leaving money on the table. Someone else is going to take your clients, and you will be fighting with objections and whatnot in sales calls, and it's simply not worth it. If you want me to help you scale to 50K per month with YouTube, there's a link in the description. I want you to click it and book a time with me. This is for you if you are making over $5,000 per month and if you already have case studies. So you don't have to have a YouTube channel right now, but you should want to start a YouTube channel, obviously. All right. Cheers. That's it. Thank you. Bye-bye.